In terms of individual berries, I have no idea. I mean, it's up in the millions, maybe the billions. I don't know.
My name is Bill Cutts, and you are at the Cutts Brothers Cranberry Farm located in Bass River Township, New Jersey. My family started here in the 1930s. Originally, what they were interested in was blueberries.
My childhood and youth up through my teenage years, in the summers, growing blueberries, working in the blueberry operation. Actually growing cranberries since 1986. Went to college and law school and practiced law for 13 years. Gave up my law practice and came back to farming. On this farm, we have 129 acres of bog.
Cranberry is a fruit. The actual name is Vaccinium macrocarpon. About the size of a marble, ripens in the fall. If you've ever tasted one raw, you know that it's sort of on the sour side. If you cut one open, it's got 4 air chambers in it, so it floats really well, which is the reason that we harvest the way we do with using water to help us gather the berries. Grown only in colder areas in the United States. New Jersey's about as far south as they grow. My average day doesn't start in the morning. My average day starts at night. As part of the picking process, we have to flood the bogs, and so that's usually my job. In the morning, everybody else comes in. One crew starts to gather a bog, getting ready to take the berries out of the water, and the picking crew starts picking the bogs to be gathered the next day. So most of the water that we use is what you would call surface water. We have streams dammed up to create reservoirs where we hold the surface water until we need to use it. And those reservoirs are at a higher elevation than the bogs. And then the water just flows when we let it through the floodgates. It flows from the reservoir into the top bog, and then when we're finished harvesting the top bog, we let the water flow into the next bog down, and so on, right on down the line. In New Jersey, the bogs are kept flooded all winter, and if you have a lot of really cold weather and it freezes the ground down into below the root depth, then the plant can't take up water and gets dehydrated. And so we keep them flooded all winter. We take the water off in mid to late April, and then the bogs are dry all through the growing season. During harvest in September or October, early November, we reflood the bogs for the harvest process to just about the top of the vine. They are a solid mat of very fine vines. The stem of the vine is about the size of a pencil lead. The berries grow on little uprights that come off of the main plant. And then we run a machine through, which knocks the berries loose from the vines. When that's all done, then we flood the bog up about another foot deeper so everything floats completely free of the vines. Once we get the berries harvested and up floating free, then we hook what's called cran boom, which is yellow containment boom. We hook that to tractors with big leaf blowers on them. One tractor goes one direction around the bog, the other tractor goes the other direction around the bog, so that they encircle the whole bog and meet at the place where we're going to pump the berries out of the bog. Then we set up what's called the bog side cleaner, which actually pumps the berries out of the bog, pumps them up into a box at the top where there's a cleaning process that washes the leaves and grass and that sort of thing off of the berries. Then the berries go into a trailer truck and are delivered to the Ocean Spray receiving station, where they go through a cleaning process and are either go into freezers to be used later during the year or go to the processing plant in Massachusetts, where they're either turned into juice or they are used to make craisins. During the growing season, the cranberry bogs are a lot colder than the surrounding areas. We can have frost in the cranberry bogs every month of the year. And so we have to protect the plants against frost or they'll freeze and you don't get a crop. We also have to protect them against heat late in the summer when the berries start to color up. And then there are all the other weather-related things like not enough rainfall, too much rainfall, hail, and those sort of things. Also in the growing area, we have things that like to eat our berries and our plants, most different kinds of bugs and things. There are a lot of spiders and crickets and those kind of critters. Things like spiders are what we call beneficials. They're good bugs that eat bad bugs. Harvest time is sort of a family reunion time. I mean, I have a sister and brother-in-law that come up from Tennessee to help us. It's a great time for us all to be together and to work together. I enjoy being my own boss. I enjoy growing things. We're a family farm. We have more generations coming along behind us, so hopefully it will continue into the future. You never know what the future is going to bring. You can plan and you can hope, but you never know.